And hello, everyone. How are you doing? It's Dave Bondy bringing you a special edition of Keeping It Real on this Friday evening. So I'm going to get right to it. And if you are a paid supporter, thank you so much for being here. We are going to be talking about a topic that is really could be breaking news. I have a source within the federal government telling me that over the last couple weeks, more and more people from Gaza have been coming into the United States. Actually, a lot more people than usual. They're being processed at Detroit Metro Airport and they're going to other parts of the country. Now, I'm going to get into this in a little bit. I'm going to show you some documents. So stick with me here. I'm going to show you documentation that I have obtained. And if you are not a paid supporter, I ask you to please become one to support my independent journalism. I quit my job in the mainstream media in order to give you the truth, the no bias, the no narrative, just tell you what's going on. So let me get to this. I have a source that I have vetted, and I have information that since October 7th, since Hamas attacked Israel, there's been a steady increase in the number of Palestinians coming into the United States being processed in Michigan at Detroit Metro Airport. Now, many of them have sponsors and they are moving throughout the United States. Some of them are staying at a facility in Detroit. I'm not going to name that facility. I have the name, but I'm not going to name it out of for safety reasons. Now, are they refugees? Are they not refugees? I don't have the answer to that, but my source tells me that they are coming in to the United States at a higher number than they have in the past. Now, I want to show you some of the documentation. Take a look right here on your screen. These are just some of the documents that are being processed. Now, this person in the bottom right-hand side of the screen right there, you can see Columbus, Ohio. Their sponsor is in Columbus, Ohio. So they're able to come to the United States. Their sponsor is in Columbus, Ohio. Okay, this paperwork right here, the bottom left, you can see that they are from the Palestinian Authority. That is their citizenship or their nationality, the Palestinian Authority. And that is the country they are coming from. They're from Gaza. That's the information that I'm getting. So these documents, right here, I have obtained through my source. And this right here is a birth certificate from one of the individuals. And the birth certificates are actually translated into English. So this is not the actual birth certificate. This is the birth certificate that is transferred into English. But as you can see, this person is from a place of birth in Gaza, and they are now being processed here in the United States. Well, why is this a story, or why is this unusual? And it's unusual because my source tells me over the last few weeks, there has been a big increase in the number of people from Gaza coming into the United States and into Michigan. What's a big number? Well, he said within the past week, there's been 10 people. Well, that may not seem like a lot to you that 10 people have come here, but let me show you something. Take a look at this. This is the number of refugee admissions of Palestinians into the United States. Okay, so far in 2023, there's been 56. And there's been 10, according to my source, within just the last week. 2022, there's been 16, 2021, 35. And during the Trump administration, there was 35, 3. In the year 2018, there was none. In 2017, there were 81 allowed. 2014, 141. So it's not normal that Palestinians refugees are allowed into the United States. Now, are these individuals that I'm being told, are they refugees? I don't have that answer, but I just wanted to let you know what is happening and why is there a concern? Well, Republican lawmakers are saying that they want to ban any Palestinian refugees coming into the United States because of the risk of terror. Now, there's good people in all parts of the country, but how do we know if these people who they really say they are? How is the United States vetting them? Well, I have talked to the United States State Department, And they really couldn't answer that question. They didn't want to tell me that these individuals may not be refugees. But I asked them more questions. They didn't email me back. When I told them I had a deadline of 5:30 p.m. Thursday night, the State Department did not respond. So just because they did not respond does not mean I'm not going to do a video. I'm going to let you know about this. Now, Republican lawmakers, they do not think Palestinian refugees should be coming to the United States. There is a candidate running for president, Ron DeSantis. He explained why this is. I want to play this for you.
You're now starting to hear some people on the left say that if Palestinian Arabs are leaving Gaza, that the United States should bring in potentially hundreds of thousands of people from Gaza. I can tell you this, as president, the number of people we will bring in from Gaza is zero. We are not going to do that. You have all these Arab countries. They should be absorbing those folks. Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Lebanon, Morocco, all those countries should be doing it. There should not be bringing to the United States of America. So that's not going to happen. And we've got to get smart about what we're doing in this country. I mean, I don't know if you saw, as soon as...
Okay, so that was Ron DeSantis right there. And if you're watching at home, let me know what you think. And I am not saying at all that any of these individuals are terrorists or bad people. We don't know. That's the issue. And it was my source within the federal government who reached out, because my source who gave me this information is very concerned because they're seeing a big uptick in these individuals who are now coming into the United States, coming into Michigan. I want to show you right here. Take a look at this. Since 2001, we're talking 21 years. Just over 2,000 Palestinian refugees have been resettled in the United States. So in 23 years, 2,000 Palestinian refugees have been resettled in the United States. Once again, going back to this graphic right here, 56 of them in the year 2023. And my source is telling me that within the last week, there's been at least 10 to 15 Palestinians coming into Michigan and going to Ohio and other states. So I don't know what's going on. I have asked the federal government. They told me they would get back with me. They got back with me once. They had some questions. They wanted to know more, and I told them some information that I had, but they have not given me an answer. So I'm coming on, making this video and letting all of you know what's going on, okay? So I hope you can share this video out with your friends. There should be a share button at the bottom. Share this video. Tell your friends to sign up as a paid supporter, because I am doing this work that I could not air this on TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, maybe Twitter, but Facebook and YouTube would not allow me to post this. They would take it down in a minute. And that's why I am here on Locals. So once again, the story that I'm bringing you, and this is a birth certificate from one of the individuals. This is a woman from Gaza that has been processed at Detroit Metro Airport coming into the United States. Very interesting indeed. And I'm not trying to say this is bad or this is good. That's not my job. I'm telling you what I know. I've been working on this story for about a week, and this is all I have right now. I gave the federal government time to get back with me. They did not. So I trust my source. My source within the federal government knows what's going on, and they are concerned. They are good Americans that are concerned about what's happening. President Biden has said that he will not be accepting Palestinian refugees at this time. So even the president has said that. But when I told my source what the president said, my source told me, well, what the administration does, or what they say, sometimes does not match what they do. So, okay, everyone. Well, I'm going to let you go. Thank you very much for allowing me this time with you. This is information everyone needs to see. So go ahead and share this out. This has been a Keeping It Real special report.